Contemporary Practice, Part 3, the research and the first draft of the essay. I've already put together 2 videos just to demonstrate the first 2 stages and just so that there was a backup with a little bit of reflective. With this video I just wanted to just recap how I approached the essay, how I worked through it. A lot of help came from, at the time, coincided with my video call from my previous assignment. So we had a discussion, I and Rebecca, about the essay, and then I was given some more direction with the formative feedback form. So what I basically did was I worked in a similar format of what I would do with my practical work, building up stage by stage for the essay. This compiled of mind mapping to produce some words and letters. And through our discussion, Rebecca and I we were talking about either a mind map or a criminal board, just so that you could add and extract information and take away what you wanted to use and what you wanted to keep. Now, I don't find essay writing easy at all. So it has been a bit of a struggle, and I have struggled, and it's not actually the research side of things I find relatively easy, and I find extracting information that I need relatively easy and what's appropriate to use. It was just actually the breakdown of an academic essay. So further to that investigation, I went off, did some basic research just to keep it basic and simple, read through a couple of books and followed the structure that was given to us in the brief, and read through stage by stage, hoping that this would lead for the 2,000 word draft, which is to be presented to my tutor. At this stage I have been given confidence. My tutor has said to me, don't worry about the word count, don't worry about certain areas, spelling, punctuation, just get something down on paper, and then we can edit, reevaluate, extract or add to the essay. So what I have done is, along the way, I've always made sure that I've kept notes so that I follow a structure. Again, I've used mind mapping. At one point, I have introduced some imagery. It was just a simple task, really, just to break the monotonous, because it can be quite intense at times when you're doing lots of reading, lots of note making. So I took a slight break from that and just played with some images, because I was talking about bacteria and the current pandemic and so forth. This enabled me to think about presenting the essay as a slide format. So as we progress through the 2,000 word essay, there are some images that I've used. I've used some images with my research of discoveries, where it has become the science part of things. Then you get an introduction with science and design and textile designers. And then I've used imagery where obviously the consumer has to be educated in these circumstances. Obviously we're all at present wearing masks outside, and we are being made aware that we have to sanitise in public areas. So I've worked in conjunction, and I have used visual imagery with the mask and applicable current symbols and so forth. Again, I found this very, very stimulating, and I consider that it has backed up the essay to strengthen it. I do realise that we can go through the process of keep researching, keep doing mind maps, trying to make it all visual, but I think, you know, it has to be at some point, you do have to present the document. I have approached it, as previously mentioned, 2 formats. One is going to be the presentation for a slide. I've got the idea of making it maybe slightly more a tutorial, or for example, if we were presenting a lecture, then it could become a PowerPoint presentation for the essay, which I find that works well for me. It enables me to talk to the paper, enables me to use these images and so forth to make a presentation. The experience from this is, with my own background in hairdressing, I would have to stand in front of students and present a theory session or present a practical session. So that worked really well for me. The other thing that I have done is I have presented it via a document with the images. There were a few obstacles along the way, as in with a slideshow there is no area for you to have a word count, so I've had to copy and paste that area and transfer that onto the document. I think I have gone over the word count, but also as well with the slideshow you don't get spelling and punctuation apps, which I did look into and have tried to adapt that. So I've been able to balance it out and work through the difficulties with the aid of my laptop and with the aid of putting WordPress onto my phone. And the other thing that I considered that was a useful source, which will be included when I deliver the presentation for my tutor, is the Harvard referencing. That was a fantastic tool. Not that I discovered it, but it was really straightforward. It was really easy. It enabled you to reference pieces that you'd researched. It could be an image, it could be something from the website, and by adding in the information, it has become a very, very useful tool. And also as well, I understand the thing for plagiarism and so forth. So all in all, I do feel that when this is submitted, the first stage of the essay, that I have gone through a process of ideas and so forth to present my understanding and to deliver a 2,000 word essay on my chosen subject in relation for the current situation that we're under with COVID-19, bacteria, science, textiles. And then we shall just take it further to the next stage once my tutor has given me the formative feedback.